What's good, family? It's your boy Just Blaze, host of the best NBA pod in the game, Above the Rim. Keep it locked each week and join myself and a special guest as we tackle the latest rumblings in the league. If it's happening in the NBA, you know I got you covered. Make sure you subscribe on all platforms and leave that 5-star review. Let's get it.
I'm just saying, you want a Ferrari to run like a Ferrari because you paid for it as a Ferrari, but you keep gassing it up with a Chrysler shit. That's just me, though. It's whatever, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm just happy to be back, baby. Just happy to be back, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. New York strip steak. Ooh. Braised beef short ribs. Damn. What else we got? Shrimp and grits. With me. And with that cheesecake though. They got that creme brulee.
Talk about it!
You are now tuned in to Above the Rim.
Welcome, family, to another edition of Above the Rim. We back, brought to you as always. It's your boy, Justin, aka Just Blaze. Appreciate y'all listening, subscribing, tuning in, keeping it locked each and every episode. It's Above the Rim, man. The new season is here. Be ready for the NBA start. And listen, I got the family with me for this episode. I had to tell her, family, we're back. I had to bring them in. Friends of the show. Let's talk sports. Mellow Maniac himself, aka the new name Sheik. Sheik Reem.
AKA quarantine COVID-free Reem.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Reem is in the building. What's good, my brother?
What's good, man? How you?
I'm chilling. Glad to have you back, man. And back from his sabbatical. Fresh off a shift, no sleep, ready to talk his shit. The man who's been with me since episode 1, Free the Boy Oak. Damo, what's good, my brother? Welcome back.
What's good, man? It's good to be back. We back.
Yeah, we bike, actually. That's what I'm going to call it. We bike, fellas. To get in contact with your boy, you can always hit me up, follow me on Twitter at JustBlaze_513. On IG, it's at JustBlaze513. On Facebook, search Above the Rim Podcast. Email the show as well. Above the Rim NBA Podcast at gmail.com. Leave your boy your voicemail. Some of that hate mail, I'll play it on the show. 908-718-1592. Call in and talk your shit. We want to hear it. Me, Damo, Reem, family's here. We want to hear it. Let's get weird. Fellas, since y'all are back, I had to bring back an old segment that we debuted. Copping or dropping. I left it off for a couple of weeks, a couple of episodes. I didn't know if everybody can handle copping or dropping a little bit, you know. So I wanted to bring back for the family. So let's get with it. So copping or dropping, if for the family, if you don't remember, throwing out a couple of hot takes at random, and the family tells me, well, Reem or Damo tells me if they want to agree or disagree. If they agree, they're copping. If they disagree, they're dropping. They don't know these takes, so they're finding it out all out now. And let's get with it. First one. Put this one in here for Reem. We know the streets know that Reem, he has a quite an affinity for Zion Williamson, aka Rodney Rogers, as he got very disrespectful. Very disrespectfully called him. And then Zion shut him up. He was playing pretty good ball. 19 games this season is giving you 23-6. So copping and dropping, fellas. Reem, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Copping and dropping this take. Zion Williamson is currently a top 5 power forward in the NBA. Copping or dropping. Right now.
Power forward.
Power forward. You want me to run down some power forwards?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we got Giannis. We got AD. We got Siakam. We got Porzingis.
Wait, we got Giannis as a power forward now?
He is a power forward. He plays power forward. Brook Lopez is center. Power forward is Giannis. Small forward is Middleton. Then we got Wes Matthews and Bledsoe.
All right.
We got Blake. We got LaMarcus Aldridge. We got John Collins. We got Draymond. We got Gallinari. We got Sabonis. We got Jason Tatum, who's technically playing power forward right now.
Gallinari with all those names?
I'm just saying. Is he top 5? Reem, talk to me. Copping or dropping? Zion is a top 5 power forward in the NBA.
I don't know if we've seen enough of Zion.
Copping or dropping?
All right. Yeah, I'm going to cop it.
Oh, you copping it?
Yeah, I'm going to cop it.
Okay. Talk to me.
Between how how hard he's been playing, his percentage at the rim, offensive ability as far
50%.
as far as rebounding his own misses. He is a bull in the china shop, and he shocks the hell out of me with everything that he's done. And he's dropped a lot of the baby fat.
Yeah.
So
Bulked up too.
I might give him top 3 if possible.
Come on, man.
Top 3.
Top 3 power forward.
So
right now.
you got Giannis, and I'm
Yes.
assuming you got AD. Then
Yep.
after that is Zion. So he's better than Siakam,
yes.
better than Porzingis, better than Tatum. Technically,
Porzingis showed me. I don't want to put Tatum in there because
you have to though. He's playing the 4.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
any,
he's
any
Yeah,
other,
like Giannis and Tatum to me they just always gonna be a small forward.
Yeah,
to me.
But that's not what they play. I'm
no,
only
no,
talking about what they play.
All right, look, the reason I'm saying that is because if Tatum moves away from Boston, he
He's
would
a
never
small
play.
forward.
He would never
Yeah.
play the 4 again.
He's a 3
But
everywhere.
Zion he doesn't have the skill set of a 3 to ever really play the 3.
Agreed.
So the 4 will be his position moving forward.
Agreed.
So I'm putting people that I view as 4s
Okay.
on any team.
Okay.
So I put him in that range of 3, maybe 4. Healthy Porzingis, I don't know yet. I haven't really seen Porzingis, but I'm gonna put him at 3.
We seen him healthy right now. Porzingis, he healthy.
Nah.
He healthy as shit coming back.
Oh, I haven't
Down
seen
the
it,
end of the stretch before the season, he was playing good
He was
ball.
playing real good
but
ball.
it was without his counterpart.
Now he
playing.
played with Luka some games, and then Luka got hurt, and then he went off.
and then he went crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But
he
then
hasn't
but that's
done
normal.
that with Luka.
More touches.
We'll see.
Damo, talk to me. Is Zion copping or dropping? Zion is a top 5 power forward in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I'm a cop.
Wow.
I'm a
Okay,
cop.
talk to me.
He's
Let's go.
exciting to watch.
Okay.
He's living up to the hype.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna rock with Zion, man.
Like I said,
He's a
23 and
bully
6
down
right
there.
now. 23 and 6 and only 19
That's
games.
Larry Johnson 2.0 to me. That's what I always been
what's his
saying.
field goal percentage?
I don't have it exact,
Something
but
like
it's somewhere like
47%.
nah, it's over 50.
50.
Yeah, it's over 50.
I was his shots at the rim, and he's hitting a couple threes too.
And he can shoot.
And he made Melo look like a baby.
He was bullying him a little bit
Bullying
with the
him.
offensive rebounds.
No, just period. Just bullying him.
Wow.
He's doing
bullying
it to,
his
he's doing
guy,
it to
Melo.
everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, you bullying my
Talk
guy.
to me.
Yeah, man. Got my
Okay.
attention.
I hear y'all. I did a poll on Twitter too about this. So, 62% of the people said no.
No.
He's not a top five power forward. 38% said yes that he is. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think no. I don't think he's a top 5 power forward right now. I think he will be next year, but I don't think he is right now.
He's already one of the most. I don't mean to cut you off, but he's already one of the most exciting players already. He's only played 19
But I didn't
games.
ask you who's exciting.
But that plays a
I didn't ask you,
part.
but hold up.
That plays a part,
Not
though.
to me. I said who's the best. I don't give a damn how exciting you are.
I'll say he's one.
How good are you at every facet of the game? If you were top 5 at your position, that means you bring it all to the table to me.
He could run the floor. He could pass. He could
can.
rebound.
He can.
Could take you off the dribble.
He cannot. He cannot.
You
do
don't
that.
think so?
Nope. He can't. And that's the reason why I don't put him in the top 5 right now, because he can't get his own shot on his own right now. He could get you a putback. He could get you a pick and pop jump shot.
I don't
But he
know.
needs a point guard right now in those 19 games to facilitate that 23 and 6. A lot of those buckets right there were from putbacks, offensive rebounds. Because remember, he's a quick leaper, so he's a nice second jumper. So he gets those offensive
He got a
rebounds.
quick first step, though.
He does.
But he
does.
plays with a great point guard as well.
He plays with a great point guard who gets him those easy buckets, those breakaways, and he hits some threes right now, which I give him credit for. So because of that, that's why I put him out of the top 5, and I got Giannis before him, obviously, AD before him. I'm considering Tatum only because he's playing the 4 right now. He's been playing the 4 the whole season. If they didn't have Gordon Hayward and Brown, then he would be playing the 3. So I agree with y'all there. But because he's technically playing the 4, I gotta consider him a 4. Siakam can be a 3 also, but he plays the 4.
Right.
Giannis can be a 3, 4, or 5. Blake is a 4. Aldridge. So Zion is better than Blake and Aldridge and Draymond.
Definitely better than
Better than
Draymond. Definitely better than Draymond.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Blake, the jury's still out, and LaMarcus
Healthy
Aldridge look
Blake,
like,
healthy
yeah.
Blake. Healthy
That's
Blake
why I
can get
say
you
that-
23
yeah.
and 9 and 5.
Because Blake is what Zion could be,
Yes.
and plus more. You know, so
I think Blake.
Wash?
It's curtain calls.
I knew you
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say
what I'm
that.
saying.
I know. So, but remember, next year it might be a healthy Blake though.
We said that 2 seasons ago.
We said that every damn year until you break
I was
down.
hoping that this season. Look
I know.
what happened.
I know. I like Blake. You know, Blake be pissing me
Does
off
he
a
still
lot. Man.
dunk?
We hope. He ain't jumping over no Kia right now. I'll tell you that.
Shit.
So yeah. So next up, copping or dropping. Gotta go to my man Kawhi right now. Kawhi,
The fun guy.
They call him Kawhi Jordan Leonard. Mr. Perkins is saying, getting out of control. But Kawhi Leonard right now, he's on the cusp of some greatness right now, fellas. So let me read this to you. So if Kawhi Leonard right now, if he wins another finals this year, he becomes the only player ever to win three finals MVPs with 3 different teams.
Crazy.
Right? So, my copping or dropping to you. If he does those things, wins another finals MVP is definitely gonna get if he wins. And this is gonna be his 3rd team now. 2 years back to back. If he does this, Kawhi is officially a top 10 to 15 player all time before the age of 30, because he's only 29. I'm gonna put some more perspective in it. He's already the only player to win Finals MVP in both conferences. He won it in the East and the West, the only dude to ever do it, and he's only the 4th player ever to win the Finals MVP in his first season with the team. It was him, it was KD, I believe it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I forgot somebody else.
Shaq?
Nah, won the finals in their first year with the team. It was somebody else.
Shaq didn't win.
Oldest before the age of 30. That's why I'm asking you this. I see y'all fellas over here thinking, family, the boys are thinking. I'll tell you that right now. It looks like I'm stumping them right now. I'm stumping them. So with all that being said, 3 finals MVPs, 3 different teams. If he does this, top 10 to 15 player all time right now. If he does that, I should say, not right now. If he does that, that's elite company and something that nobody has ever done. Who wants this first? Copping or dropping?
I'll take this one.
Okay, talk to me, Damo.
I think I'm a cop on that one.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I already think Kawhi is already top 15 already. He's on his way to top 15.
Okay.
Even if he doesn't win the championship this year. But him winning the championship and the MVP, I mean, come on.
3 of them joints.
With 3 different teams, I mean, you got to
2
give this boy his
back-to-back.
respect. I mean, that's just, and back to back at that.
Coming off an injury.
That means, and what we always used to say about him. He's a system player. He can't do it anywhere else. And the boy went and did it in Toronto, and then now with the Clippers in such a short time span.
And most importantly, he did both of those titles as the main guy on the team. First, he wasn't the main guy, but he was coming up as the young stud.
I think it's just so crazy that what people used to say about him about being a system player.
Yeah.
And then now we're like, well, maybe this dude can play in any system.
He is the system for some of them.
The system.
They're making a system around him.
Yeah, man. I'm a cop that one.
Okay. Remo, talk to me, brother.
No.
Dropping it.
We're going to drop it like a bad habit.
Why is that? Too soon?
One is too soon, and 2, they put Kawhi at a certain pedestal that, he did play with one of the best coaches in NBA history with a lot of team members that knew their role. They were masters of their role, right? He transfers over to Toronto, which would have always been in that spot had it not been for LeBron James. The LeBron was there like Achilles heel every single year. So you replace him for DeRozan and plug in an all-star and a defensive play and all of that. Another great system with a great bench, another great coach.
I still don't think, even if they would have got past LeBron, they would have won, though.
But what I'm saying, they was in position without Kawhi to do that. LeBron goes West Coast, he comes East Coast. There's nobody in the East Coast to worry about. You can say what you want about
The main
Giannis.
comp is gone.
You can say what you want about Giannis. He can't shoot. That's out the building.
I got you.
Right? So I still think he needs to prove a little bit more. We need more of a resume. Couple more years.
More of a resume, though?
to
I
put him
mean,
into that.
He been in the league, 9 years now? 8 or 9
the
years.
dude went from being a role player, he improved this game, show you that he could be a number 1 guy.
Traded on draft night for George Hill.
But
Won
They didn't
a
have the faith in
championship
him.
with another team.
his regular season play doesn't correlate the same way as his playoff. Like his regular season,
That's
it
a
isn't
good
the
point.
same level of excellence. He sits out a lot.
Production-wise,
His production-wise, his numbers aren't as high. None of that is equivalent throughout the year. Like a Kobe, a Mike.
I got you. That's a good
Barkley.
one. All right.
It's like it's not straight through. He heightens and he rests, and then he's at his
So
best.
in other words, you need him to play straight through a couple of seasons.
I want to see domination from game 0 all the way to the playoffs.
Okay, a full year season of domination
Yeah.
without any load management, without any of
He's
that.
never led in scoring for the season.
That's fair.
Certain things.
Very fair. I like that. I love the point. I love that both of you fellas had different opinions on that, because you know what's crazy? Both of y'all are right in your own ways. But to me, I'm gonna drop it slightly though, for a lot of the reasons that Reem brought up. Regular season numbers to me do kind of matter when it does come to all-time status. But to me, when I say drop it, I'm dropping it as a top 15 player, but I'm copping as a top 20 player. I'll give him.
Definitely.
I'll give him top 20 because I think that will essentially make him top 5 at his position all time. So to me, I think if you're top 5 at your position at all time, you're worthy of a top 20 spot. And also, I think one fact that it's not necessarily that we're forgetting about Kawhi. I think it's just something that's a slight tidbit that's a little overlooked a little bit, is that he has been fortunate to be on good teams.
That's what I mean.
Throughout his entire career, he was on a legendary Spurs team. You had Tim Duncan, you had Tony Parker, you had Manu Ginobili. You had a lot of vets and a nice established team to allow you to grow into the player that he is now. When a lot of players like LeBron, they got drafted to a shitty Cavs team. He had Danielle Marshall on that squad.
Yeah, and had to produce wins for a team to really be relevant. He's always been in a relevant situation.
So I do think his ranking will be more due to team success, but I do think his individual play warrants a top 15 to 20 all-time position, because I think that boy got some skills.
I want to piggyback on that. I feel as though if he gives me an MVP season and an
Gotta have an
MVP
MVP.
playoff season, he's top 15 hands down.
So he's got to give
But
an
hold
MVP
up,
season.
he had an MVP season with. Okay, I got what you said.
Regular
You
season,
taking
regular
game-
season.
Yeah, I know, but you were
The
saying
low management.
you were saying the low
mean with the
management.
Raptors?
Okay. Yeah, with the Raptors. I would say that
It was
an
an
MVP season,
type season.
But he played
he
like
made the
every
point.
other game.
Yeah, I got you.
And
I got
also
you.
too, the Raptors record when he was gone, they
It
were
was
actually
good.
better.
Yeah, I mean, you could even now they're still better. What, they're top 3?
Damn, yeah, they got a better record this
Yeah.
year than they had last.
But it's hints to having they have a deep squad
Yes.
with players that know their roles.
Yes.
Kawhi, just having the silver dollar on the team is an added piece.
Yeah,
I got a
100%.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and this should be on a crossover.
Okay.
Kawhi or Scottie Pippen.
Shit.
I actually had that on the crossbow segment. Not gonna lie, about a year ago. You asking me who would I choose?
I mean, are we? Can we see? I was gonna say Scotty Leonard. You know, Scottie Pippen got the braids now. I don't know what he's going through,
Yeah, I
man.
don't know
But
what he going through right
I
now.
was gonna say if Kawhi Leonard can he eclipse Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, I definitely think he can. Right now, I still got Scotty over him all the time.
I would say Scotty because I feel like he can be one of those. He's a more point forward kind of player.
Scotty. Yeah, I think Scotty's more
Kawhi
versatile
can't handle
than
the
Kawhi.
rock like that.
Yeah, I
As
think
well
he's
as
more
Scottie
versatile,
Pippen.
but he did get better this year. I don't know if y'all remember, fellas. Remember when I don't know if it was on Solstice season or what episode it was. We were talking about Kawhi's lack of playmaking skills.
He's a little erratic.
And then he kind of shut us up low key in like the finals, I believe it was, when he started playmaking. And I was like, okay.
He was still bad off the double.
Yeah.
You were bringing up off the double.
A lot of turnovers on the double team.
Yeah, but he improved though.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He
Hard
improved.
spin. And he started splitting the defense
Yeah.
instead of trying to back dribble.
Let's move on. Last copping or dropping right now. I gotta go to that boy in LA, Mr. James. Raymond James, his job calls him. So I don't know if y'all fellas, y'all saw LeBron's IG posts lately. That he's coming out of that cryotherapy. Yo, count on Damo. You see? The politics. He came out that chamber, like Goku and shit, and he said, in his words, right? I'm gonna quote him. He wrote, "I'm about to get back to destroying my opponents right now.
Oh man.
So this has to do with my confident dropping, fellas. Confident dropping is take. The streets need to be scared of a re-energized LeBron. Confident dropping, fella. The streets need to be scared. The streets, I mean other NBA players, other NBA teams, the NBA community. Do we need to?
I already see Reed's face. I am right there where he about to
be confident dropping.
Yo, I'm so damn tired of LeBron.
Oh man.
I'm gonna drop this.
Okay.
Because we heard this last year.
Oh, it was
Playoff move.
activated, right?
Activated.
Get
And
out
then
of here.
he blew his hamstring and the season was done. I'm so tired of LeBron James, man. Like literally.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I'm tired of it. It's like I'm tired of the antics.
I've been there, brother. I've been there.
He
Speak
plays
on it.
politician. He
Love
plays-
politics.
I'm just done with this guy. Just shut up and just play.
ball, man.
So you're not
Who?
feeling the post?
Huh?
You're not feeling the post?
I'm not feeling him. I'm tired of him, man. I just want him to just do it. People expect you to do it. They don't.
Just shut up and ball.
You play with one of the best players on your team. You fought for everybody. You handpick your whole team.
Got
Down
JR
to
up
the
in there.
coach.
JR in there.
You got JR with the blunts and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, please shut up and just hoop, bro.
Just hoop.
Because let me tell you something. Anything less than a chip this year for him is a failure. I don't care, ashes,
agree.
whatever. If he don't bring a chip back, I'm done with him.
Every year for me is that for LeBron.
No, especially this year because last year he cried.
Oh yeah, he took that
moaned.
year off. He took that little sabbatical,
yeah.
that PTO days.
So he's really 34 now. He's not even 35.
He's 34.
34.
Yeah, he did take. He brought wine to the bench last year. La Antics came out.
La Antics.
Damo, talk to me. Copping and dropping.
Yo, I just want to say, Reem, you a hater, man. You a hater, dog. Why you hating on LeBron for, man? Nah, man, Reem took the words right out of my mouth, man. Of course I'm dropping. It's the politics, man. Come on, just play ball, man. We don't need to, you don't need to do all that. We already know how good you are. You know you're the king. Just go out there and do what you're supposed to do and deliver. That's it, man.
No more talk.
Let deliver.
Damn, I want to change the episode now. Now I want to change the title. Let deliver. Damo, man, I knew the streets was here for you. We got a trifecta. I'm dropping this shit too.
man.
Listen,
Thank you.
LeBron, I don't want to hear none of that anymore. No activation, no chamber, no images, no Photoshop, none of that right now.
This
No
can't be a
videos.
LaFail season.
No, I need to see pure domination. He's re-energized, revitalized. He's ready to go. He definitely wanted to play this season. He said yesterday that he didn't even consider sitting out the season. They always wanted to restart, and we know if LeBron wants to ball, the streets is gonna ball. We know that.
Exactly.
So,
Just-
I don't
Patrick
wanna-
Beverly said it best.
He said it. If LeBron say we hooping, we hooping.
We hooping.
So I agree, man. I'm dropping this. I don't want to hear nothing from LeBron.
Right.
I need to see he's about to go on playoff mode, dark 30, activated, whatever he normally does. I need to see LeBron. What do we need from LeBron this postseason?
No more Taco Tuesdays, man. Be out there focused, man. Just go out there and
What do we
dominate.
need to see from him? Do we need to see?
I don't want to see
30?
I don't want to see nothing else. Just play. I didn't see you work out in your little spandex tights. You just show your belly button to me 40,000 times. I don't want to see it no more.
Does LeBron need 30 for them to win?
Nah, not
Nah,
necessarily.
he don't.
No
He
Rondo.
could control the
no
pace.
Bradley.
He could control the pace. So
Okay, he's playing full-time point guard. He's gonna have to with Rondo out now. No Avery Bradley.
No, he's one of the
got
best
JR,
that-
got Waiters.
he's one of the best at taking care of his body. So
Yes.
having this amount of time I already know he's gonna be
In
ball
shape.
ready. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
What I do want to see is if the plan starts to fail, if there's enough LeBron left in the tank.
that's a good point.
Like to take over.
Yeah, because you have all these pieces that he brought around, but if they don't actually merge together, he got the Morris, he got
Waiters.
he
I
got
forgot they got Marcus
yeah,
Morris
he
out there
got
also.
Waiters, he got
Kuzma gonna lose some
JR,
minutes.
he got your man, what's the bald head young guy?
Caruso?
Caruso.
And he put on weight too. I
But
heard.
you have a whole bunch of moving pieces that might not formulate to what LeBron needs. And you know when LeBron turns into it's my show,
Brown ball.
I just want to know if he has enough left.
To dominate.
Yes,
Got
there
you.
we go. It's a lush show.
Listen, I don't want to hear excuses anymore either. I don't want to hear any of that because you know what's crazy? I actually think he's gonna put in work. You know what's? I actually think his numbers are gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be like a 28-9-9 kind of playoffs. But the key to me is if the opposing team can neutralize LeBron's production. And there's only a few teams that could do that. I think the Clippers can with Kawhi.
I'm about to say, there's one guy
They
over
definitely
there.
can. They can. If there's one team that can neutralize LeBron's impact, it's a Kawhi because he could guard him and then score on him. And most importantly, he has to. If I feel like he's gonna be fine until he has to really play some defense. And I think only certain players in the league, especially in the West, are going to be able to make him play some defense. There's not a lot of dudes like that. So I do think he will be energized, revitalized, and putting in work until he has to play some real defense. Hopefully, maybe a Melo, if they play the Blazers, he could make him work a little bit. Kawhi, we know, is going to make him work. It depends on what their second round matchup is, but somebody has to make him work. I feel like in order to weaken the Lakers, because he's probably going to play like 40 minutes a night. Probably.
I don't know if he got 40 minutes a night in him though.
You don't think so?
Every night at 35, that's asking
With the
a lot.
break, I feel like he can.
But after the break, this is maybe every day, every other day of games.
Yeah, it is.
So what about Anthony Davis though? Like, are we expecting anything to see from him? I mean,
he's gonna have to. I feel like he's gotta be the leading scorer.
This gonna be his second time in the playoffs, is it?
Nah, it's like his third or fourth.
No.
Like his
Hell,
third.
This is the second time.
He got swept. And then he played. And then they won. No, they played the Warriors. Remember when they won?
That's when they got
lost
swept.
4-1.
Right?
Nah, they got swept against the Blazers. Oh no, they swept the Blazers. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is the second time.
He wasn't on that team.
They played the Blazers and swept them.
Yeah.
On the Pelicans. Yeah, but Rondo.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
You're
Rondo.
right.
It's the
And
second
then they
time.
lost against the Warriors. I believe the year prior to that.
So twice. So this would be the
This is
third time.
Third time.
What-
So that's enough time.
I'm a knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't trust his health. He's not known to be he's always
Better be healthy.
a finger or a back or something away from sitting out 20 games.
I think
It's
it's
not a
been,
freak
but I think
accident.
Tom is on his side in this particular situation here. So
we hope.
We hope, man. We gonna see. So let's move on, man. Let's talk about this NBA restart, fellas. So let's go over some of the logistics for the family, just so that they stay informed. So it's 22 teams invited to the NBA bubble. There's gonna be a preseason. Well, there's training camp going on now. It's gonna be preseason. There's gonna be 8 regular season games. There's gonna be a playoffs. They're gonna play the 8 regular season games between July 30th and August 14th. The playoffs is gonna start August 17th with the normal 7-game format. And there's also a twist to the playoffs, the final A seed spot. It's going to be like a play-in. After the 8 games, the NBA is going to use the play-in for the 9th seed in either conference. If the 9th seed in either conference is at least 4 games back of the A seed that's currently there, they're going to do a play-in round, and the A seed would need to win 1 game against the 9th seed to advance to the playoffs, while the 9th seed will need to win twice in a row to advance into the postseason.
yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that whole situation.
It's going to be a tournament, basically. If you're already in the A seed when the 8 games are done, then you only need to beat teams once. But if you're like the 9th seed, then you got to beat teams twice.
Two in a row. You need two in a row.
Right.
In order to usurp them and take that A seed over.
To take the AC from the AC.
from them.
Got it.
Yeah.
If you lose on that first night, you're done.
It's a wrap. So you got to win both.
It's like
if you're the
tournament
9th.
style
It's
almost.
tough.
Yeah. So, how we feeling about this format in the bubble? I kind of like it. I think it'll be solid because I think it's nice. It's condensed. It's like a tournament style kind of feel. NBA like summer camp kind of shit.
I got summer league vibes.
Definitely got summer league vibes. Upgraded summer league vibes. I like the play-in tournament too. I like the AC. I know Reem likes that because we had an episode during the quarantine and you were talking about that play-in tournament for a minute.
Yeah.
So you got your wish with
I
that.
did, man. It's feeling like Gaucho's gym in New York, man. We uptown with it right now. Like, I'm feeling it. I think because there's no slouching involved in this 8 games. Either you play hard or you go home.
Right, yeah.
And even if you at the cusp and you feel as though I got the veteran presence, I can catch up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I got enough on my team where I could succumb 2 games in a row. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling this format.
So you good with the format? You
I'm
think it's
liking it.
even for all teams?
Yeah, I don't know if all 22 teams need to really be here. That's my only gripe about it.
Yeah, that part is a little.
There's a lot of bums that got
Like
invited.
nobody wants to see the Wizards, like
Or the Kings, or the Suns.
I actually want to see the Kings. I like the
Yo,
Kings.
you really
squad.
got a Kings fan.
Yeah.
Was it? It's because of De'Aaron Fox. You always.
Darion Fox, yeah.
Who else? There's somebody else on that team. You always.
Buddy Hield.
Buddy.
I'm not a Kings fan. I really don't know. I don't know what
I
you
like
see
it.
in
I
them
like
and the
this
Pacers.
squad.
I've never been a fan. But y'all don't know what I see in the teams that I like, which you're gonna get to too. But
Okay, talk
got
your
some
shit.
haters.
Talk your shit.
So we like it. We got to deal with it. Hopefully we get it started. So quick question: the new format, who does it benefit more, the vets or the young players? Because I think it's gonna be a little bit different. For both sides, because to me personally, I think it benefits the vets a lot more because I think they're the most confident, and I think with this season restart, it's such like a unique situation for the vets. I think because a lot of them will be playing in front of their peers, because one of the stipulations is once we get down to the regular season or the playoffs, other players are allowed to come watch the games. So we're gonna see Russ watching the Damian Lillard game. We're going to see CP probably in the stands for LeBron's game. Right. Might see CP in the stands for Harden's game. Might see that, and vice versa.
Talking trash. We're gonna hear, I think I'm so excited too, because now we actually going to hear the trash talking.
Well, we hope. I heard something about that, man, that they're going to try to do like a premium package to hear like the cursing on the floor.
They're trying to get the money.
I'll pay for it, though.
I'm paying.
That's going to be key, though. That's. I mean, this is going to be one of the best basketball experiences.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm so looking forward to it. Like,
that's what I'm. So talk to me. Who you think is going to benefit more, the vets or the younger players?
Well, this is tough because I want to go with the younger players because they're used to that type of environment. They're all used to that environment, but they're fresh off that environment.
Well, like the AAU
younger
style,
players, AAU style. Not much people at the at
the games.
Not a big crowd. Not a crowd there. The veteran players, they looking for that. They feed off that energy. The loud, the roaring crowds and all that. So I feel like a little edge to the young players in that aspect. But like I said, with all the time off, the veteran players had time to get their bodies right. You see, I heard Harden slimmed down, Jokic slimmed down.
Slim Harden we've been seeing.
Mellow.
Or hearing it is Slim Mellow. We're going to talk about that too. I want to talk about that Slim
looking
Mellow.
Like a swingman Mellow. Looking like a shooting guard.
Mellow definitely got slim. I'm not going to front. I like that.
We'll revisit that later in the show.
We gonna talk. So you got so you think the vets or the young boys?
I'm gonna go with the young boys.
Okay,
yeah.
I hear that. I think I'm gonna go with the vets. Reem, talk to me.
I'm gonna go with I'm split on this.
Okay.
I think on the East Coast it benefits the young guys because that bottom tier 6, 7, 8, and 9th.
Mm-hmm. What you mean? The seating? You mean
seating wise?
Oh, okay.
There's a big chunk of young guys in there that really don't have anything to really play for because I don't see them as title contenders, but they are playing for contracts in the league. They are playing for their livelihoods, so they have no fear. They're not worried about vets. They're playing for the future of their families.
Yeah.
But I think
for money more, so they're just playing for like that?
To be invited, they don't have no chance. Come on, we talking about Brooklyn. Nobody's going for Brooklyn.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Nobody's picking
Nobody's
Brooklyn.
even playing. We could get on that court now.
Exactly. give me a 10-day. Right now,
give my boy Reem a 10-day, man.
Give me a 10-day. But
Brooklyn disappointing me right now.
We got Orlando. Man. What can we expect from Orlando?
Not much.
And we have Washington. Beal's not even playing. Everybody's there is for a showcase, for a secondary chance. We got people like Crawford getting signed and Beasley getting signed. Like they're playing for second opportunities next year.
Right.
A showcase almost. But in the West Coast, I think the vets have enough under their belt in a time like this where now this is crunch time. This is where we have time to slow down the analytics, slow down the game, and make games count. Especially with
hone in.
Exactly, with the distance of the number of games to be had is so minute.
Yeah,
you can't afford to go on a 2-game even 2
it's gonna
game
be like 9 games a day or something like that. They trying to pull off.
Yeah.
Oh, like back to back to back to back to back.
And you know what the pressure is to see a team that you have a game under. and you have an opportunity to leapfrog 2 teams by winning one game, and watching it in the stands or in the tunnel or whatever, that gets you hyped inside.
Yeah, it does. I think watching it is the key of it too. And with the restart, I think the players are going to be a lot more focused.
So it's a fresh start altogether?
Fresh start.
Every team is 0-0?
No.
Oh, okay.
That cusp of the 8th seed down to the 9th seed.
The standings are the same.
It's only like 3 games between between all of them.
I got you. It would have been interesting if they would have made it like that though.
0-0?
Yeah.
That would have been
that would have been real.
That would have been crazy.
They would have been real hungry.
That would have been crazy. So we talking about that. I think the competition level is actually going to be at one of its highest levels. Actually.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it.
So I'm excited for that. I think the players gonna lock in with this, man. And with that being said, we had the intro. JR talking a lot of shit in the intro. A lot of these NBA players are just crying about these NBA bubble conditions. They're crying about their food. They're crying about the room size. They're crying about having no blankets and shit. They're crying about the room view. A little trivial stuff that can be overlooked.
Be humble, man. Be humble.
Be humble with it.
Don't forget where you came from.
Oh, be humble with it.
JR of all people should know, man. He's from Jersey.
Of all people, JR should know. He's talking about the creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Come on, bro.
But I need players that relax right now.
He's from the hood, man. If you don't like the food, get somebody to smuggle some good food in, man. You know you can smuggle some hot wings in there. Come on, bro.
And I don't know if y'all saw too. Rondo put up it's actually karma for Rondo. Look at that too. He put up an IG post yesterday, I believe, and he said this room is the Motel 6. He compared it to the NBA bubble. $1 billion bubble, $1 million bubble. He called it the Motel 6. And Byyke said he's losing 50 pounds, definitely losing 50 pounds because of the food that they're giving him. And I don't want to hear that shit. Listen, some of these players really need to just relax right now, because I was really annoyed when I was seeing the excessive amount of complaints. 1 or 2 here and there is cool or whatever, but they were crying about the condition. I'm like, hold on, fam.
Acting like spoiled kids.
Yo, you still getting your checks right now.
Really.
Time out. I'm gonna shoot him some bail. I'm gonna shoot him some bail on this.
Okay.
You ever had to eat resort food for 2, 3, 4 days, bro?
Yes.
I be ready to go home. I need some oxtails. I need real food.
I know.
And like think about it. Like, these cats got personal trainers. They got personal chefs that make sure that they induce a certain. But I'm just saying, as far as like,
keep their bodies in.
Yeah, imagine they eat something that's not in their regimen, and then they start shitting all over the place.
But like I said, man, get somebody to smuggle that food in for you, man.
I mean, they can still order food.
I shouldn't have to smuggle anything. Like, I mean, if I got to give an extra amount of money, I need something brought to me on.
But then again, you got to look at the bigger picture. It's only for now. It's
the next 4 months. It's the next 4 months.
May not be for. First of all, if your team is garbage, you're not gonna be there for.
You set for life. You set for life, though. All these players are set for life.
I think these players could rock with it for 2 months.
Yeah,
they only asked for 2 to 3 months. You giving me. You could deal with some different kind of food. And to me, my problem is not really the complaining. It's more so that they're complaining publicly.
All right,
you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if y'all all had a problem, like, go to CP, go to CP, really, and he could be like, yo, all right, let me go back to Adam Silver and be like, yo, we need to have a restaurant cater.
But think about it though. Was they eating that good when they was younger? When they was in high school, college?
Come on.
But I'm a grown man.
You know how
I'm a grown man though. That's one. I got family. It's like,
true.
Imagine a player like Jokic spent all his time losing all his weight,
slimming down
during quarantine. I'm in the gym eating the right things, and I come here and there's nothing that I've been eating on the regimen to keep me this way available. Screwed. My body might not react right. My performance might waver.
But they acting like the conditions are unlivable. That's the shit that I don't like.
J.R. Smith got delivered Reese's, Snickers, M&M's.
He did. And I don't know if y'all read, but I read this today. This came out today that there will now be a financial penalty if a player breaks quarantine once the regular season game starts. So every game, if you break quarantine, right? And then if you break quarantine, you leave the bubble or whatever the case may be, you now got to quarantine for at least 8 days, which may be a couple of games.
So and basically like a suspension.
Yeah, basically like a suspension. Every game missed is going to be 1% of your salary. So I don't know if y'all saw Rashad Holmes or whatever.
Rashad Holmes.
He broke quarantine because he went to pick up his delivered food. And if it was in a regular season game, they said he would have been. He got to go back into quarantine, and he'll be suspended and lose $50,000 just for going to pick up your delivered food off the bubbles, which to me is dumb.
Yeah.
So like to me, it's like
Caboclo too.
yeah, from the Rockets. So I'm like, to me, that's just a little bit of focus. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, you know you can get your food delivered. Just don't be stupid and do it outside the bubble. Like, I feel like they're trying to test the waters a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta, let a few bums, let a few bums out.
You gotta
there.
let them do that. So I was thinking about like the obstacles that some of these players gotta face now when they going into these bubbles, because we said it is unique, it is a little different, some of the obstacles. And I think conditioning may be one of the obstacles for some. We talked about it before. Some of the young players or some of the vets, we don't know how each other's gonna perform. But I think to me, when they get into this bubble and shit, what it may not be the most difficult obstacle, but I think one of the obstacles is that their routine is kind of gone. I feel like their normal routine throughout the season. We know a lot of these balls have like
the Westbrook coming out before the game, getting pumped up.
I mean,
all
he
that.
probably could still do that, but like the pregame,
more like the Ray Allen-esque type of routines back in the day.
Pregame routines,
You get to the
and
gym at
rituals.
6 and you eat a certain way, you shoot 1,000
On
jump
game
shots
day,
or whatever.
stuff like your wife, may cook you a certain meal every day on game day. Your chef, kind of things like that.
Oh no, you're gonna get that brown paper bag at your door.
You gonna get that. So I feel like that to me is gonna be the most difficult obstacle for some of the players who rely on their like superstitions. Because I think there are a lot of players like that who do that on the low. Who do a lot of things on game day that they only do on game day. So I think to me that's gonna
I never thought about that. That's deep.
Yeah, I think that will throw off their routines because you have to like fill out a form or you have to request in order for time to go into the practice gym to go get your shots up because there's not that many courts. There's only 7. For 22 teams, there's only 7 courts that they get to do whatever they want on. So you gotta like book your time kind of because everybody's there. And playoff time is gonna be games every day, so you might not have that kind of time. So it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a factor if you can't get your little ritual, your routine. I just feel like they might be a little off. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that's gonna throw off a little bit?
I didn't even think about all that, to be honest. You got a point there, though. I mean, that could definitely mess with the flow and the tempo of your, whatever it is you do to get mentally ready for a game.
I think this is so dope though. Because it gives you that NCAA tournament.
Yeah, man. Ball is life right now.
You don't know what to expect. No, it's like nobody has an advantage over you.
That's what I love about it. Yeah,
that was nobody has an advantage.
Got that NFL feel.
There's no travel time. It's no
none of that excuse.
No excuses.
No jet lag.
no excuses.
L'excuse.
No, none of that. So I think, is there any obstacles y'all think the players have to like go through that's like out of the norm?
For me, just the adjustment. For me, I think just the crowd not being there and just
that's an adjustment.
I feel like it'll take a little time, maybe more than others to get back into the rhythm of playing ball.
Yes,
that's all I think. I don't think nothing else.
Okay, Reem, any for you?
I just think the no fans, it might be a hard adjustment for a lot of the players that like to pander to the crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the Russes that like to tap on their chests and,
I think like a Pat Beverly might be affected like that.
That too, yeah.
Think about him. He's somebody who thrives.
I don't think so. I don't think he got that street ball. He like to talk
feel like
trash.
No, but he
crowd
gets amped off the crowd.
I think that's gonna affect him.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's fair. You never know. You don't think so? I think he feeds
He
off
one of those playground kind of players. So
he is.
I think it'll affect people like Russ. A little
in a negative way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I actually think Russ
because when he hits a shot, when he hits a shot, shots that he shouldn't be taking, and then the crowd goes wild.
They amp him up to.
They ain't gonna have none of that. You're just gonna have your team trying to back. You ain't gonna have none of that to get hype off.
You see, I actually think the opposite. I think Russ is gonna be better because I think he's not gonna be distracted. I think the crowd distracts him. Honestly, I think when they talking shit to him, he starts to take those crazy ass shots.
I'm gonna come clean. I want to hear Russ teammates go crazy when he takes stupid shots, and I can hear it now. Like, like what are you doing? Like,
I would love to hear that.
Pass the ball.
Yeah,
I really hope they don't censor the commentary.
There's gonna be so much insight if they allow us to hear what's being said on the court.
I'm paying for that. I'm paying.
I would pay for it. I would pay for it.
Well, let me get your password.
I hope. I mean, they are going to do the 2K simulated sound. I'm hearing that they're going to do too. I mean, is that going to work good? How are we feeling about that?
2K simulated
it's gonna
sound.
be-
What,
Yeah, in the
what you mean?
background. Like through the speakers, they're gonna have 2K
The NBA
simulation
2K
crowd
simulation,
noise.
yeah.
Like
really?
fake crowd noise, yeah.
I don't like.
Come
How
on,
was that
man,
gonna
I don't
work?
want that, man. I want to hear what's going on.
Wait,
in the court.
we not feeling that?
No, I ain't feeling that at all, man. He played enough 2K already. I want to hear some real.
But then
ball.
it's gonna be kind of quiet.
But NBA 2K sounds already pandered towards the stars anyway.
Oh, they are.
They ain't gonna get the Mo Harklesses and all
It's
of
just,
that.
I think it's
fam.
just basically like hearing like something like that. in the
I don't
crowd,
want that.
maybe.
So are they gonna do that for them in the bubble too? Are they gonna be able to hear that too?
Who, the players?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's gonna be in
Oh
the gym.
yeah. Oh
play it
wow.
It's gonna be
Through the
speakers.
PA.
Well, if they
Yeah,
do
they
it,
going
off the
that
PA. They trying to get the most game action. They're gonna have the lights dark. That's what I'm hearing. They're gonna have the lights dark.
Cinema lighting.
Staples Center.
They're gonna have 2 rows. One
Yeah.
row for the bench, one row for the coaches. The second row is gonna be for your peers, the players that want to come watch, and if the family members
Family
that
members?
you bring, because you're only allowed to bring 3 people. So some people bring their family members, but I heard that there was like low key that the NBA community, the fellas said to each other, we might leave our families at home and just really AAU this out, like
Right.
tournament style. It's like no families, no wives, no girlfriends, none of that, no distractions, basically.
Yeah, man. We don't need
Which
no
will be-
side. We don't need no side bears on the sideline.
You know they gonna try though. You know they gonna try.
try, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, because what if you're in the middle of the game and you hear your baby crying? Like, you know.
Oh yeah, that's
what's
a factor.
what's even crazy? What
I
if
hope
you
they don't
got?
bring
What
them.
if you bring your chick there and then she's also messing with a dude on the opposite team?
You going too
That,
far.
I mean, that's just
That's the NBA
that's
not
just-
loving hip hop.
Bro, we hope there's no love and hip hop shit going on.
Hey man, you know Hollywood, man.
Hey, La Drama.
Hey,
Come
La
on now.
Drama.
Come on now. So yeah, so on a serious note now, so we talked about that. So also
La
when we
Opera.
come back, La Opera. Also on another serious note, we got to talk about. There's gonna be some social justice names on the back. So a lot of players now they're going through a different thing with the NBA now. Where some of the players are electing to change the names on the back of the jerseys instead of their last name to say names to keep the movement going for social justice and social reform, which we are still fighting for, which we need to stay focused on the fight with that and never lose focus on that. Because I know a lot of people were upset that the NBA is actually coming back and they consider it a distraction. I had a bunch episode on that as well. Stay focused, so tune into that. But the players now, some of them elected not to have anything, as I said, like LeBron, like AD, said it doesn't coincide with their message with the jerseys and with the names on the back of the jerseys. And then we have a couple of other players that will have it. Some names like equality, education reform, freedom is going to be on the back, vote, enough, Black Lives Matter, say their names, stuff like that are going to be on. So how are we feeling about this, fellas? Talk to me. Are these empty symbols, like just for show? Are we cool with it? Do we like the idea, or is this a little bit of gonna amount to nothing, or it's just for empty symbols, basically? So talk to me. How y'all feeling?
I really don't have much on the topic because I'm not really a fan of it. You know, I mean, just go out there and play ball, man. Do what you paid to do. Like all these little things, you know. I
like
get it. I get it. I
symbolism,
get it.
yeah.
You know,
Just to bring awareness.
Yeah, I get it. You know, but it's not really gonna. I just feel like it's not gonna change anything. You know what I mean, these things been happening for as long as we can remember. You know what I
Centuries
mean?
now.
So it's just, you know, we're gonna go through this little phase and things is just gonna go back to normal. You know, that's just how I feel.
Ring.
I ain't really feeling it at all. Because since the NBA been talking about coming back and they had a soft opening idea and then now they have a hard date, I haven't heard one justice reform rollout plan at all. Like I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard of money going or funding going anywhere or proceeds of the bubble will be going to XYZ. So they could miss me with the
Exactly.
name. The name thing don't really mean nothing to me. It's just pandering to the public.
Yeah.
It's just
not
like
really doing
changing Aunt Jemima to a different
Yeah,
name.
just like-
You ain't really
just like
doing
I said.
what are you doing for me?
I don't-
Empty
yeah.
symbols.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not a fan of the it would be cool to see. Cool, maybe like auction the names off on the jerseys. All right, cool, but you have to come out with a plan that's rolling out with the names, and it ain't really doing much.
Now, see how I look at it is I agree with both of y'all fellas. I agree 100%. To me, it is a little bit of empty symbolism, but I don't want to go against it because I do like the message. I understand what they're trying to do,
Right.
and I do like that. What they're trying to do, create awareness and
We
all
know
like
you
that.
for the cause. We
Yeah,
get
we
it.
know that. But what I need to find out, I agree with you, Reem, that we don't know. They didn't say anything about any reforms. What they're doing to actually
We need the owners to be on
Yeah.
that level.
something to actually try to change real legislation and actually put
Exactly.
some rights in and actually do something for us, for our communities. But so with that being said, I don't really care too much about the names on the back, but also I need to see what they're gonna do. Because you know what the NBA is going to do? They're going to profit off of these names and these names on the back of these jerseys. They're going to do a separate sale in
of course.
stores and all of that stuff. So if they're going to profit from these jerseys with equality on the back, social justice, things that create awareness for us, for our cause, right? If they're going to profit off that, I need to see that money go to a black business. I need to see that money go to black communities, impoverished communities. Let that money actually go somewhere where it counts, not just another NBA Cares event or something
Right,
like
right.
that.
Go to the
where they-
urban communities.
Go to the
you
urban
know?
communities, like
Word.
support a
Fix
bit.
it up.
Support my son Rich Threads, you know what I'm saying? Give him a couple G's on
Listen,
that, you know?
on Fridays, deliver the place some neck bones. Give me some collard greens from the local location, man.
Yeah, like I want to see that. I want that to be one piece of it, not the piece.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want that to be a piece and not the piece. And it's cool, it's nice, it's cute or whatever, but I need to see a little bit more. I need to see some changes. I need
Right.
to see some real dollars going into some real places that's going to make some real change.
With equity.
With
Change
equity.
with equity.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So we'll see how that
Trifecta.
goes. We'll see how that goes. Upper hand. Any teams that we feel like is gonna have an upper hand when they have the season restart? I'll start off.
Yeah, you take it away.
I don't think any team is gonna have the upper hand. To me, I don't think that any team is having the upper hand because to me, I feel like since it is one of the most unique seasons we've ever had, it's a different season than we've ever had. I think we're gonna have the most evenly matched playoff run we've ever had. I think in the last 20, 30 some years or whatever. I think a lot of teams are even matched, and I think most importantly, these boys are healthy. All of these boys are healthy. So there's no excuses about the wear and tear lingering. You've been playing more games the last couple of seasons, so you're a little hurt or whatever. You're banged up by the end of the year because we know a lot of times the team who wins the finals, you have to have a little bit of luck,
Right.
a little bit of injury here and there. You have to be most likely you're the healthiest team in the league or whatever the case may
Right.
be. But now all of that shit is off the table, and I think no team to me, talent-wise, is that much dominating over another team where it's like that crazy. I think to me, every team can be beaten, but I think it's going to be harder to beat certain teams than others, of course. But I think every team actually has a chance to beat another team, other than those bottom tier East teams.
Right.
Other than that, I think in the West, everybody has a slight chance at least to pull off an upset. To me, how I think. So I don't think any team has an upper hand.
I think there's certain teams that have a slight advantage. And
Okay.
when I say certain teams, I say teams like, I'm gonna go with teams like Toronto because they've
Okay.
been together longer.
camaraderie.
There was still some teams that,
Fair.
that were put together and still trying to, get, chemistry together on the court together. I think those kind of, like the Denver Nuggets is another team. I think those kind of teams, which can be sleeper teams, those can be the teams that could, might upset somebody. So I think that's what a slight advantage. That's the only advantage I see in coming into this bubble.
Okay. Reem, anything for you?
The Clippers ain't gonna do nothing but upset my sleep. But I'll go with one team. I only see one team I think with an upper hand. And I think
Okay.
that's the Clippers.
Okay. Tell me
I think
why.
because they're coming back up with their whole team. The
Fully
coaching
healthy.
staff will get a chance to be fully focused on what they have now because they added what's his name? Bobby Schmurda at the point guard.
Oh yeah, Reggie Jackson.
You do have a Morris.
Schmurda.
You have a Morris twin over there now.
Joakim too.
Joe Kim has been added to give
Got a lot of guys.
They got pieces.
who's this in Zubac?
Zubac.
Yeah, to give him an
Montrez,
assurance. You
Black
still
Beast.
got Black Beast over there. And then Paul George had off-season surgery on both shoulders. So he actually had a chance to fully
Playoff P?
heal. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing playoff anything. He better.
The last dance.
He just
playoff
better
P.
be Paul.
Oh man.
He better be Paul.
That's it. But
Better be George Paul.
I don't know what the hell you want to call it. Just show up this time. But I think like they have a chance because and Kawhi gets his rest as well. You don't need to.
But not in this. Not when we come back. There's no rest. You
No,
playing
but I'm
back to
saying
back
he
to
got
back.
he got his
Oh,
time
got it,
frame to rest.
Yeah.
So even if his little nagging injuries here and there, and the two big stars of should be fully healed.
We hope so. They all reports have been everybody is healthy right now. So we gonna see.
Kawhi ain't report yet, but
No, that's gonna be interesting.
Shit.
Sleepers, fellas. Let's talk about that, man. I'm gonna reserve my shit for last because I know the streets is mad at me for my sleeper pick. So who wants to take this first? Let's talk about a surprise team that we had that we think could make a surprise run. They don't have to go to the finals. They don't have to really go, but maybe the conference finals is good. A team that you think might impress the rest of the NBA community. Who we think will make a surprise run? Reem, talk to me.
Stop
Who you
playing
got?
with me, man. Y'all already know who it is, man. Y'all already know who it is, man. It's that team out there in Portland.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Dame time.
I already
Okay.
know what it is, man.
You know what I'm saying? We done snapped away a whole team last year. You feel me? And now we got a healthy
Nurkic.
Nurkic, and then we
See how
got
he looks.
and then we
man.
got Zach.
Yeah.
We still got the league leading in blocks with Big
white
Hassan.
How's that gonna work?
And
That's
then
a
my
lot of
man
bigs.
is about 25 down right now.
Talk
Like,
to me. Who we talking about, Remo?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Muslim Mellow in the building.
Muscle
man.
Mellow in the building?
No, Muslim
Muslim Mellow.
Muslim Mellow in the building. Dog, that wine he been drinking all season so far.
Cabernet.
They've been doing well, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing out there. And you you can't say you counting Dame out.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here. They got enough veteran presence over there for them. I think for them to get over the hump because everybody that's in front of them are puppies, and we don't know how that will bind as far as like the pressure. So you don't bet against Dame. You know what I'm saying?
He's good for about 40.
And the knowledge of Melo alongside of Nurk, I wanted to see that pairing so bad
Nurkic?
because Nurk is a very good passer.
Yes.
And Melo's a good spot up shooter. It works. You just got to see what kind of CJ we get. And you got to watch out for these boys. Stop playing with me, man.
Most definitely. I could see an upset from them.
Okay. Dama, you got to sleep or you want me to go?
I got to sleep.
Okay, talk to me.
I had a hard time with this topic, but the team that kept popping in my head, I'm gonna go with the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh. Wow. I actually thought you were going to say Philly. Oh, wow.
I was gonna say Philly,
I know you well. I know you well, brother. I know you.
but I don't got trust in Ben Simmons. man.
Wait.
He's just-
Before you go, he learned how to shoot. We discussed it.
Still hasn't been in there with
Yeah,
Brickley. I'll tell you that.
I haven't seen it, man.
Okay.
You know?
Continue. I'm sorry.
He's like LeBron. He's social media type. So.
Yeah.
But he does it for the gram. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Dallas Mavericks because Luka is just
You on that train.
He playing MVP type basketball right
Yes,
now, and then we got Porzingis, which I was impressed with down the stretch before this whole
I'm
pandemic
trying to say
thing
my
happened.
son ain't top 5, KP.
I mean, I'm feeling the kid,
Sleeping.
man.
KP
And
put in work.
he's had enough time to heal.
Yes.
So
he better.
we're gonna see a healthy Porzingis.
I like Porzingis.
And if we get the Porzingis that we had before he left the Knicks,
think
Dallas
about,
could
if
be
they,
a
think about if they
problem.
match up with the Nuggets.
They could be
First
a
round.
problem.
The only thing I think the Nuggets are so deep.
They are deep.
They are a
There's
deep
a lot
team,
of deep
and I was
teams, though,
I was
bruh.
thinking about Denver too. But I think the Mavericks can cause a little problem because Porzingis coming back and playing at that elite level that he's playing with.
He's
before,
a matchup problem.
He's a matchup problem. So I think that's something to look out for. And then you got Luka already, who's just.
When you have a team that you can't find minutes for Michael Porter Jr., that's a.
I think he's gonna play more now.
I'm saying that's a deep.
I know,
team.
yeah, that is a deep team. That's true. Sleeper for me, man. So I've been on a couple shows now. Saying this, I said it on this show. I said it on my boy Josh's show recently. Who else's show? I think I said it on Damien's show, Manny's show. I said it on a lot of people's show because
Got
I've been
the
talking this
Vice
shit all
vibes.
year. And I said it at the beginning of the year on this
Yeah, you
very
did.
show.
You did.
So you brought this right here, but for different reasons.
For different reasons.
For different
that didn't
reasons.
happen.
For different reasons. It didn't happen. I'm tight. But I'm not falling off because they actually showed me that they can get better in a different way. So I'm sure people heard me say this now, but I'm on the Miami Heat train right now, man. My sleeper team is the Miami Heat, and to me, they've been great all season long, man.
Do you know who I think they could be a problem for? I think they could be a problem for Milwaukee.
Oh, hold on. Don't even try to steal my thunder, brother, because I'm just about to get there. They are definitely a problem for Milwaukee, and I've been saying that. So they're mid-pack team, 4th in the East right now. They got a deep bench. To me, they are 11 guys deep. They got Myers Leonard coming back, Kelly Olynyk coming back. You got Iguodala, you got Crowder, you got Hero, you got Duncan Robinson, you got Kendrick Nunn, you got Goran Dragic, you got Derrick Jones Jr., you got Solomon Hill. You got a couple of boys. You got Jimmy Butler.
You didn't say Bam.
I didn't even. Oh, my bad. I didn't even get there.
Don't do that.
Solomon Hill, though?
Bam out of body. Solomon Hill. He's a 12th man though.
Good stretch guy. He's a stretch.
He's a 12. He just got minutes in Memphis, and they were coming up, and he was playing very well. And he's a 12 man on this roster. You got UD on there as a vet. He ain't gonna play, but he's a good vet to have.
He looked good on the bench.
Let me say more. They got some really good young players, as I named before. 3 solid rookies, as I named before. 2 all-stars on that team, right? A great coaching staff. Coach Spo is a top 3, top 5 coach in the league to me. They got some playoff vets, proven vets. You got Crowder. You got Iguodala as a champion. You got Jimmy Butler, who's a playoff vet.
Iguodala.
Yeah, you got Iguodala as a champion.
Wow.
And then you got Goran Dragic also as well.
Dragic is arguably 6th man of the year.
I got a different 6th man of the year, but he's been playing very well. He's up there. He's top 3. And he could get you 18 a night. I got Schroeder.
Yeah, I might go with Schroeder.
Yeah, he averaging 20 off the bench.
Yeah, sure. Right.
So Dragic to me has been great, and to me, most importantly, they're led by a conditioning guy in Jimmy Butler. So to me, conditioning to me is a major factor in this NBA bubble, in this NBA restart. So I think, Dream, you always talk about it, NBA players. I mean, those boys down there in Miami, Pat Riley got that body fat in check.
Every Sunday
you got that body fat check. So to me,
And it's hometown for them too.
Oh shit! Oh, it's close to the hometown to them too. I forgot about that, but that really don't matter. But I hear that too. And to me, the best part about it, they beat every top team in the East. Every top team. Now, me run it down against the Bucks, 2-0. The only team the Bucks didn't beat. The last game they played against the Bucks, Giannis shot 6 for 18. They had his worst game of the season. He only scored 15 points. They had a bunch of boys thrown down. They had Crowder. They had Iguodala. They had Derrick Jones Jr. They had Bam guarding. They had Jimmy Butler guarding them. That's like 6 guys they had shutting down Giannis who can't shoot, as we all talk about. Even though I love my man Giannis, that's my guy right there. I'm a big Giannis fan. But when you have boys that can stop him at the point of attack on that break, it's going to be tough. Philly, 3-1. They beat them three times. Toronto, 2-0. They beat them twice. The only team they didn't beat is the Boston Celtics. They're 0-2 against them. But to me, I don't think they're going to match up. But to me, the sleeper team in the East is the Miami Heat. And I think they have a strong chance of getting to the finals. So I'm on the Heat train, fellas. And I've been on that for a minute. So
No faith in Boston over here?
I like Boston. I like Boston.
I really like Boston.
I like them a lot. They got 2 of my guys on there. Tatum, man. They got Low Bro and
I just feel like
Kemba.
they need to do something. I mean, after this season, they definitely need to do something at that center position.
spot.
Yeah.
You're not feeling Tice or whatever his name is?
I'm not feeling that guy.
I'm not feeling him either.
I don't know how far you go with Tatum at the 4.
Yeah.
But look who he's playing against. He's not playing against other 4s. He's playing against Siakam. Can he go
I'm
Siakam?
just saying to go far.
Yeah, to go further.
Yeah. Like
What's far,
championship aspect.
To win?
To win.
I never said that's a sleeper. The sleeper to me is if you could make it. You don't have to win. I don't think any of those East teams could beat the West. To be fair.
But they've had ambitions to win for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
They have. And Tatum has performed well in the playoffs before without a Kyrie, remember. Jaylen Brown, too. All of those boys have. He's not going to be playing against no real crazy 4s. It's Siakam. It's Giannis.
I just feel like they're not championship caliber yet.
That's fair. I don't think... let me be real with you. I don't think any of the teams in the East are championship caliber like that. Like great championship teams. They're all really good teams. All evened out to me. So that's why I think that any team can win, because there's no great team in the West.
I think Toronto is still riding on that high.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they was to make it to the finals. I wouldn't.
I would be surprised. I don't think they have enough firepower to make it to the finals. With Siakam as your main guy, he could give you a strong 25.
No, but they play together well as a team.
They play hard too.
I don't think there's one person that carries them nightly.
That's what I'm
Right, exactly. You could get it from anybody on that team.
But that's why I think they won't get there, to be honest. That's to me why I think that. And you could honestly say the same for Miami too. Nobody really carries them like one guy. Jimmy Butler's the best player, but he don't really carry them like that.
Yeah.
They have a balanced scoring. Bam initiates the offense a lot. He's a 5 that initiates, and I think to me he's a matchup problem for a lot of people. And the Miami Heat, they're big, they're strong, they're versatile. I think they're the most versatile team in the league. So that's why I like them. And I like how they match up with everybody. So,
but I think like a great player to bring you home is only needed to close out the game. And if you have a sustainable group who can carry throughout the whole game, and it doesn't really get that close, a closeout player is needed.
But great teams, I feel like they're gonna be close. If you two great teams playing each other, right?
How many great teams do we really have though?
Right.
Like 4 or 5.
And if the West Coast kind of eliminate themselves, you know, barring injury and stuff.
Do you
like
think
that.
the East has enough closers? Like everybody in the East, like is Jimmy a closer? Jimmy Butler's a closer to me.
Yeah,
he's
he
clutch.
Is. Yeah, he's a closer.
I don't know if he's a I don't know if he's a
He
closer, but
closed for Philly to me.
he's excellent at finding himself at the line.
Oh, he's the
So
top
he's
3
one
in
of
the
the
league
best.
at that.
So yeah, he's one of the best. So
I think he could close a playoff
Damn, that's
game.
what I didn't even think about. There's not really much closers in the
what I'm
East.
saying.
Tatum is definitely one of those. Is a closer.
Tatum is a closer.
he's grown into one. But we got to see him.
But he done it in the playoffs though.
Yeah.
He did it.
He's still a baby though.
I know. That's because
And
you're
that's what's
thinking of him
scary.
as a baby. But
That's
he
what's
did it
scary.
already.
Yeah.
And he did it regular season and playoffs. Jimmy has done it regular season and playoffs. Giannis has not done it. Philly, do they have any closers?
Nope.
But this is what I say, touching back with veterans and young players, right? Tatum hasn't been signed that extension yet.
No.
And Brown has signed the extension already.
Got that.
If
got
you
that
gave
check.
me the bag, shouldn't you be giving me the ball into the game?
Jaylen Brown can't get that over Tatum.
I'm
though.
just saying,
and
like,
over Kemba too.
as far as me being an established player, I'm paid already.
So what you saying? This is going to cause problems?
It can be egotistical.
Nah, he got to know his role. He not the best
But what
scorer.
I'm saying, it can be.
They're
They're young players.
I agree
It
with you.
can go left.
That's
You
always
don't
the
think they
problem.
boys though? I think they boys.
That
now.
don't mean shit when the contract is. Remember, we seen Stephon Marbury documentary.
Yeah.
It's a business.
It is a business at the end of the day.
KG was in his crib in Coney Island. It's a business.
I mean,
Just
we gonna
saying.
see, man. 8th spot. Who we got? I got the Blazers. I think they're gonna make it. Blazers, Grizzlies, Kings, Spurs, Pelicans. Who y'all got? I got the Blazers. Who you got, Reem? I'm sure you got the Blazers.
I'm gonna come real. I had both laid down, but I'm gonna go with the Pelicans. They have the easiest schedule.
They do.
They have the easiest
Of all of
schedule.
them, they do.
But I think the Blazers still pull within a game or a half game back, so they'll be playing 9-8 for the
Playing?
The playing.
So the
Right.
Pelicans and Blazers.
Pelican Blazers.
Okay.
yeah.
Who you got there? Who you think gonna get the 8th spot?
I think since we talked about the way how
Plan?
it's set up, I think that
Tough.
it's tough, man. I would like to see the Pelicans, but I think the Grizzlies gonna get that 8th spot.
Oh, you got faith in Ja.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I love. Oh
like,
man,
he
Ja's
got
one of my
that-
favorite players in
He
the
got
league.
that Russell Westbrook kind of attitude.
I
and
like
it's just,
Ja.
he's just real good.
And they got the upper hand right now because they are in the AFC right now.
Exactly.
So they
Everybody's
have to
forgetting
lose.
that they are the AFC.
Yeah, they gotta lose.
Is Brooks coming back though?
Everybody's back.
Okay.
Everybody's back. He's back.
So,
Aaron Jackson is back. Remember, they got Winslow. He's playing out too. Justice
Finally.
Winslow. They got a couple of guys on there.
So
too.
yeah, I think they'll get that 8th spot, but then I think ultimately what will happen, based off of what we talked about earlier, with that knowledge now, I think the Blazers will play themselves in.
Okay. I got the Blazers. It's really selfishly because I want the Blazers because I think they're the best comp for the
the
Lakers.
best comp, yeah,
I don't
definitely.
need the Lakers getting that quick ass gentleman
Yeah.
sweep to any of those teams. So I got them just for
But
that
even if
shit.
they was to go against the Grizzlies, though, I think the Grizzlies would give them a run for their money.
I think so, but we would expect LeBron to make quick work out of them young kids.
4 or 5 games, quick work.
AD versus Jaren Jackson.
Yeah,
You
that's
wouldn't
crazy.
expect much of that.
To close out, fellas, will there be an asterisk on this year's title champion since we Byyke? Reem, I'm gonna start with you, man. Will there be an asterisk to you on this year's title?
100%.
You think so?
I believe so because I think we won't get to the finals without a major player coming down with Corona.
Oh. Okay.
I never even thought about
I didn't
that.
think of that aspect.
So
but
it's either there's an alternate plan to slow
somebody's
down
gonna be
the
out.
actual finals to the time frame of the finals,
Right.
or you play without a star.
Right.
So if
That's a
you play without a
factor.
Kawhi, you play without a LeBron, how much does your title really matter? You didn't win 82. You didn't play 82 games. You played this tournament style type of thingy. Then you turn around, there's no home court advantage. So my Eastern Conference banner, my Western Conference, Midwest, whatever banner doesn't mean anything. The seeding doesn't really matter because everybody's in the tunnel waiting for the next game.
Right.
And now if somebody goes sick, they don't play.
Are they going to be playing with masks or what?
No,
no,
they got
no,
to.
no.
Okay.
Once somebody die,
That's ridiculous.
oh,
That's
come on.
crazy.
That's crazy.
But that's my take. I don't see out of what 250 something players
Yeah.
active, nobody not getting it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
know,
I
it's
never
tough.
thought about that.
Yeah. Damo, talk to me. Is it
I
asterisk to you?
mean, me personally,
You personally.
there's no asterisk for me
Okay.
because of the level of competition. This is like I said before, this is ball is life right now. So I feel like the level of competition, I can't put no asterisk there. But I would say the media is going to push that any team other than LeBron winning the championship, there's definitely going to be an asterisk. I think the media will push that.
I mean, that's fair to say, though, because you know they love to push a
Yeah,
narrative.
of course.
They do.
Everybody wants to see LeBron win this chip.
La media.
I mean,
The media.
to me, fellas, I actually don't think there's gonna be an asterisk because I feel like because it's so unique and so different this season, I think quite possibly it might be the hardest title to win, honestly, in my estimation. I think it's the hardest title because everything that they worked for
Right.
throughout the season, home court advantage, is no longer there. To me, that's what you bust your ass for the entire year, why you don't miss games, why you need all your players, why you have the most camaraderie, why y'all you overcoming injuries and all of that kind of stuff to get the best possible seeding, to have the easiest advantage when it gets to the playoffs. And to me, since I think that shit is out of it's not there anymore, it's not a factor, I think it actually might be harder for teams to win. Because of that, everybody's playing in the same gym. You don't have that added aspect that you need, that added advantage. And also, I think it might be the hardest because everybody's healthy, like I
Right.
said before. And I think because if everybody's healthy, it's you playing against every you need to be the better team in order to win, how
Right.
I think this year. So to me, that's why I don't think there's an asterisk, because I actually feel like they're gonna earn that title if nobody comes out with COVID-19, like we were saying. If everybody's there, nobody gets sick, then I feel like there's no asterisk and nothing like that to the title. I like it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So going forward after this whole thing is over, do you think this forces the NBA to change the way the playoff format is?
Change it in what way?
Like to give it that tournament style kind of feel?
Do I think, say that one more time?
Do you think the NBA will change the playoff format
after
going
this?
forward after this?
Nah, I think they got to keep it that way, to be honest. I think because it's still a 7-game format, it's just, to me, it's just a matter of location with this. So I think this is just a playoff for this particular season, to be honest.
I do feel like it's kind of like a little trial run for the
It
NBA.
definitely is a trial run to see.
And I think after we see the level of competition, which I'm expecting to be very, very high and something we haven't seen in a long time, I feel like they're going to take that and be like, okay, maybe we should make some adjustments to this, because that's a lot of in the Eastern Conference, the 6th to 8th seed teams. Do we really want to see them in the playoffs every year in and year out? So I think
They're good.
I think they'll tweak it a little bit going forward
All right.
after this, this little trial run of playoffs.
Before we get out of here, I like what you're saying, but I would like the same format going on right now for the lower tier teams to piggyback alongside of the playoffs. To play,
I got you.
to
Like a
play-
consolation kind of run.
No. To play for the ping pong ball, the number one spot. Because
I like that.
What I want, I'm
like
tired
that.
of seeing
that.
teams win
Tanking,
win the actual number one seed or number one position for the ping pong ball, and they don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Give it to a team who has aspirations to actually get to the
Be
next
better.
level.
Yeah. I like that.
And let them play for that.
Nah, that's
I like that.
interesting.
I like that. Get some love for that, Reem. I like that. Reem.
NBA, I hope y'all hear that.
Cut me a check.
Cut that boy a
Mitch,
check.
that sounds very interesting.
Fellas, man, I appreciate y'all joining me for part 1 because we back.
We back.
You know what I'm saying? The NBA season is back. Family, get with me for this upcoming season coming on. There's gonna be a lot more guests, a lot more things going on with Above the Rim. So this is part 1 right here. The fellas will be back again for part 2, and appreciate y'all, man. And this is episode 125, I believe, and we are